My name is James Williams Jr. Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. So I'm going to do this one first because it's really important to me that I get this out here. So I've been on the internet and I've found out some stuff, and I'm really kind of upset because Marvel is like totally doing something to me that's not fair. See, if it wasn't for the X-Men, I would have never really wanted to read comic books. And they're killing off the X-Men according to what I've seen on YouTube. And according to them, they got two major league comics dropping in really soon. One is called The Death of X, and the other one is called X-Men versus the Inhumans, both in which I intend to go talk to the guy at the comic book store tomorrow to see if I can get an advanced order. Alright, so that being said, that's what the special effects is for. The Max Headroom thing. It really hurts my feelings. I'm also going to combine this with the new Voltron because I just watched the first episode, which was totally fucking cool and totally crazy at the same time. But anyway, let's start with the X-Men first. Honestly, I really think that this is a big time clusterfuck. I don't think that you should kill what works. The X-Men is such a big pinnacle part of the Marvel universe. Their toys sold better than the Avenger toys. Their toys, when Toy Wizards was making them, their toys sold the best. They had Avenger toys, but everybody was going after all the X-Men. Every X-Men that ever came out, everybody was going to get them. Generation 1 X-Men, Generation 2 X-Men, and personally, if you're a kid of the 80s and born in the 70s like me, you remember the first Secret War toys. They had 4 superheroes. 3 of them was Avengers, and 1 was an X-Man and an Avenger, which was Wolverine. And they came out with the other things, and they also had Spider-Man for the Secret War toys. They had Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine, Spider-Man, and now the bad guys, they had Kane, Magneto, and 2 other guys that my knowledge is slipping because I didn't get those action figures. But I did get the Wolverine, I did get the Spider-Man, I did get the Captain America. I wasn't really a big Iron Man fan, and I think I got him, but I won't swear to it because I don't have him now. So anyway, I don't think that Marvel understands the ramification of what they're doing to all of us X-Men fans. You're taking away something that is like a gold mine. See, if you're an X-Men fan, the main reason you can relate is because you didn't fit in at school. I was the king of the X-Men fans at school. I even had the Wolverine hairdo. Can't find the picture. I'm sure it's somewhere in one of the yearbooks at somebody's house at CHS. But anyway, the bottom line is, without the X-Men, I probably would not have a life at all. Because X-Men has saved me on so many levels. And now you're going to put them against the Inhumans, and you're going to make that whatever mist wipe out all the mutants on the planet, and those who survive won't be able to live on the planet. They'll have to live on another planet. Now, granted, that probably has nothing to do with Xavier's dream of a peaceful coexistence between man and mutants, and now you're going to turn all the humans into Inhumans, and you're going to destroy mutants. But let me dispel the logic in that. An Inhuman is a human that is super enhanced due to this mist, which means would they have to have the mutant gene for them to gain mutant powers? Well, they're probably not, because way back in the late 70s, early 80s, middle 80s, the mutant genes that was always dormant in certain people had manifest. And then in the 90s, mutants were like growing mad popular. And in the 2000s, and about 2008 or 9 is when mutant genes started like not being so relevant. And next thing you know, the Inhumans, all of a sudden, some group from like the early 60s, early 70s, somewhere just started getting more popular, with Black Bolt not being able to speak because one whisper could crack the fabric of Earth or whatever. And that's cool and everything. But the Inhumans, I'm sorry for all you Inhuman fans, basically they're fucking boring. The most interesting Inhuman is Lockjaw, for me, and Crystal because she was married to Johnny Storm. But the Inhumans technically would be considered mutants as well, because they also have the gene that gives them superpowers. They just need to be activated by this damn mist. Which you kind of like, okay, well, what if you had an inhuman and a mutant have a baby? You know, it would probably be an enigma. So, I mean, would the mist affect him on a mutant scale or an inhuman scale? Will it kill him? These are questions that you probably can venture into, and I don't really give a crap because I personally, I don't hate the Inhumans, but the X-Men are my favorite Marvel characters. And granted, Spider-Man introduced me into the X-Men, and I never stopped from there. When the X-Men lost to the Fantastic Four, when the X-Men lost to the Avengers, you know, when some X-Men became members of the Avengers, so where do you go from there? And you're gonna make this big old clusterfuck of things that's about to happen into the Marvel Universe affect mutants. So what about all of us X-Men fans? Because X-Men really are the only mutants, you know. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't have mutants, they have Inhumans. If you go by the TV show, I don't know, in the comic book, you know, Nick Fury and all of them, when he was white, he did everything. He had this trusted few agents that did everything and didn't have superpowers. And they conquered many people with superpowers. And speaking of that, because I am an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan, maybe the biggest Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan, why is it at the end of every season you have a brief appearance of Deathlock, except for this season that just ended? No sign of Deathlock. And last you've seen Deathlock, he was in a plane with an Hydra agent going somewhere to meet someone, and it was all about killing Ward. And then you went to Agent Carter, and then that ended, but we don't know if it's over because she's apparently getting a new show on the same channel. So I don't know if Haley Atwell's doing both, or is she just gonna focus on that, or maybe she's doing Agent Carter now, and then when the show comes back, and you know how they split Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter mid-season or whatever. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but she's also getting a new show. You guys can Google that because I'm not really sure how that works out, but I know it's Haley Atwell. So more power to Ms. Atwell because she is one beautiful woman. Anyhow, you know, that balloon was getting on my nerve. It was like telepathically calling me like Xavier, and it's like a swan song that fell behind me. So I'm gonna close out. I was gonna do 2 videos about it, but I'm still kind of upset, and I got a lot more videos to cover, and this will probably be up between now and Wednesday. So in closing, you know, I really hope the people at Marvel really think this through before they really make it official and do something that Marvel's going to regret, or at least make it so the X-Men find a way to survive on Earth and come back at least, or make a couple of appearances in a couple of comics. You know, don't just destroy the entire X-Men franchise. I mean, that would be a clusterfuck. And what about X-Force and X-Factor and Excalibur? Are they all going to be in this Death of X? And if so, are you guys going to like bring back X-Man himself, Nathan Gray? I mean, let us know something. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Comfort Advocate number 2. Be seeing you.